Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third match of the night between Matt and NightOwl. Matt is Ivan and NightOwl is Philip. With me here casting is once again Alex.
Yeah,
Welcome,
hi
Alex.
everybody, how's it going? So the map that they're going to play on is Yonsu, which was introduced, I believe, was it last season or the season before that in the ladder pool? And I don't think we played it in the last tournament. I think it's
No,
new in terms of our tournament.
I have never seen this map before.
Yeah.
So we're in the game, and in the bottom left corner, starting as the green Zerg, is Ivan playing as Mad.
Yay! And in the top right corner we've got our purple Terran NightOwl, aka Philip.
Andre, would you mind? Wait, I'm just going to silence Andre, since he has his speakers on and he's not on the computer. Just heard him laughing.
Alright, so
I
it's
think he
a
left.
ZVT that we have at the moment. Matchup that we don't actually saw a lot in the last tournament, since we didn't have that many Terrans.
True, I think
but
in the
this tournament is much different.
in the first tournament, I think we only had one Terran, and he was out in the very beginning. And the last match, I think we had 2 or 3 Terrans. Am I right?
Last match?
And the
Or-
last tournament.
Last tournament, yeah, I think so, but mostly it's kind of beginners as well, and I think I'm really excited for this. I don't know how good NightOwl is or anything, but
Yeah.
it seems to maybe on the same skill level as Ivan. They're both in silver, I think, on
I-
the icon.
I haven't seen Matt playing. I didn't see the first match he had in our tournament. And NightOwl Philip said he hasn't played in a while, I think, but he was playing gold. So
Okay.
this could be a very
Nice.
interesting match. I am unfamiliar with either of those players. Philip was
Oh, and we're
platinum.
saying Philip was plat, nice. And he does have a nice deep low block there on his ramp, which is very cool. Just getting the depot built and then continuing the barracks, not like saving himself the mining time of the other SCVs while he's doing that. So that's definitely nice to see. Of course, we have the expansion for Ivan going up with the spawning pool. No gas though, so we won't see any speed.
No speed yet. Let's see. There is a Reaper on the way for NightOwl. So he probably will try to harass a little bit, maybe go for further scouting after the spawning pool is done. He could even counter some Oh, we have a bunker coming up in the natural. I think NightOwl watched your match and is replicating your technique. Very interesting.
It's fairly common for Terran as well with the bunker. The Reapers being so fast and agile and able to heal inside the bunker, they're such a good unit. And he does have to be careful though to micro it. He doesn't want to get caught outside of the bunker.
Oh, this could just
And-
happen
oh.
here. Oh, he just managed to get into the bunker. The SCV is probably also taking shelter in there now. No, he actually goes to repair it. Bold move. The Queen is out and 4 Zerglings are going at the SCV. I think he should put the SCV in the bunker, but it's too late for that. The Zerglings are being picked off one by one, but the Queen is doing a lot of damage on this bunker.
And this is very nice, like he knows he can't hold the bunker anymore and he has
Yeah.
the 2 Reapers jumping back out and doing as much damage as they can.
Yeah, very nice.
Getting the most out of them.
One Reaper just barely managed, so he can still heal up quickly. But I think he got another 2 or 3 roaches. Drones up here.
Oh my god, and have a
place.
look at Philip's main base. He's going for a triple CC right now.
Ooh.
Definitely not neglecting his macro while the engagement with the bunker was going on. Of course, having his factory already.
Oh, nice
Going
tech
on the
swap.
reactor, I guess we're gonna see some Hellions coming soon.
Yeah, reactor factory, and he he knows he will have to catch up in economy, and I think he did enough distraction damage in the base, so he actually can take the time to go for a double command center. It's a very nice strategic play here from NightOwl.
Yeah, and Philip doing such a good job again, getting a few drone kills again in the main base, just jumping through the little backdoor rocks that he can, and going down the front, just seeing and scouting. But I have to say, Ivan is pretty doing a good job as well. He's got his 3 queens, 4 queens in total actually, sorry,
Yeah.
covering all the exits, the circling's covering the back rocks and stuff. So for the moment, the harassment is over.
Yeah, and creep spreads just starting for the Zerg player. A lot of creep coming down, so he can cover a lot of ground with those creep if he uses the spawn creep tumor function.
Oh, look at this refinery in Philip's base. It's actually mining to the other command center. I've never seen that before. That's so funny.
Oh, nice, because actually the additional command center is actually closer than the original one.
Meanwhile, we do have the layer moving in now, actually in the natural, not in the main. But I guess that could be nice if... well, he is moving out with the Hellions now, so he will scout it one way or the other. Good
Those-
amount of queens though on the map.
Yeah, Baneling speed, sorry, Zergling speed is almost done. The Baneling nest is coming up as well. How much effective defense is here actually? NightOwl is leading 18 to 12 army supply, but those queens probably going to do a good deal of damage against the Hellions, so he should be able to hold it. He does not want to lose all his Zerglings against this. Oh, double Evo
Look at
coming
this,
up
the
for
double
block.
evolution
Very
chamber
nice,
there. Is
very
it gonna
nice
block it?
block.
No, it's too late.
Oh
But
my god.
yeah.
Two Hellions have been caught off guard in this. They got blocked really nicely. 4 are getting away. He's probably going to repair those and stocking up the units. But this was not a successful attack.
Yeah, I feel he could have shot down some Zerglings though while he was trying to escape to at least not have the 2 Hellions be for total waste. But nonetheless, a good job by Ivan with the building placement and the unit placement especially as well. Meanwhile, of course, we have the 3rd orbital landing now for Philip, so he's gonna be ahead macro-wise, I'd say, fairly soon.
A Banshee cloaking field and 4 additional barracks are being produced by Philip. That is a very strong tech here at the 10th minute. He's getting both the additional bases now in place, but one seems to be getting shut down quickly. Baneling's being morphed.
I actually fear for Philip. He barely has any army supply right now, and look at this Baneling link force just outside his 3rd. He can choose to bust through the front, or he can just take down the 3rd, the knight, whatever he wants to do, but he is gonna take some damage, Philip that is.
Yeah, the Banshee's coming in. I did not see those Banelings getting taken out entirely. I have to admit. I missed this one. Now, the Zergling engagement here on the back of the rocks, but going for the 3rd instead, while Philip is having his Banshee taking out the Queen, which is capable of shooting at it. So Philip is flying off with his nice transfuse. Really nice
He doesn't have
transfuse here.
detection right there because he has no spore crawler, so he has to do something. And there he's morphing in 2 overseers right now. He could lure them towards the spore crawler, but he is thinking about the front. Those Zerglings are moving around.
He could take out this one
both
queen. Oh, the
Banelings
Banshee
morphed
is
in.
taken out. Overseer came just in time. More Banelings, yeah. Coming up. Will he try to blast through the rocks, or it would be a waste of Banelings, but no, I'm pretty sure he will go to the front.
The Spire for Ivan is just finishing right now, but I do have to stress I would like to see a third from Ivan. He knows Philip is trying to take his third, he's denying it as long as he can. He has the minerals to put down a third and possibly even a fourth, and maybe even defend it with the amount of army that he has.
Yeah, we will see here very shortly what is going to happen. The thing is, there are 12 banelings out on the field, and they are all running into one widow mine together with the zerglings, and this is going to be painful for Ivan.
Wow,
Half the
that
banelings
widow
are
mine
gone.
is a corporal. 7 kills on that widow mine, and they were all banelings, I think. That is, oh my god.
No, yeah, 6 banelings went down, plus 1 zergling, I believe. And now, now that Stimpack is done, Philip is preparing to move out. 6 widow mines, 8 widow mines in this mix. They can be so powerful against those zerglings and banelings.
For sure, and they're moving out right now.
Oh.
They are burrowing right there.
They're burrowing within the visibility of the zerglings. That is very bold. More banelings coming up, but Ivan will want to have his overseer here. Otherwise, oh, all those banelings are being cancelled out.
He has to cancel those banelings.
I think the cancel is happening automatically, is it? Because the zerglings also disappear in the process. Anyway, very nice defense here by Philip.
But, I mean, while all this is going down, the third for Ivan is now finishing up.
And
the third for Philip has not landed yet. So it is kind of evening up, although I do have to give the edge to Philip right now.
It was the command center was indeed forced to lift off and could never mine anything. Meanwhile, the Zerg has produced 5 Mutalisks and is creating more banelings. Now Philip is having quite the strong force here. Ivan would have to have those banelings to connect, otherwise those mutas are just getting shot down by the stimped marines.
Yeah, and he does have a sizable army though. Doesn't have a lot of mutas, but he does have a lot of Lingbanes, especially Lings.
Oh, the widow mines are going to go get some shots at the mutalist, and all 3 overseers are getting taken out by the widow mines. Oh my god.
But he is cleaning up the army.
He is going to clean up the army. Really nicely done.
Especially because a lot of reinforced marines were just on move command and they weren't actually shooting down, so that's,
One
that's a
marine.
huge role. But you have to consider all those widow mines, they are still there. They
Yeah.
can still do a lot of
This
damage.
is a lot of widow mines, and here one muta may almost fell. Another bunch of zerglings is getting attacked, and oh, he is now very careful, sending a few zerglings out. 3 widow mines triggered, and only 3 zerglings lost. I like how this one single marine. Whoa!
That was a lot of zerglings killed right there.
Oh my
But
god,
now
the
those
widow
widow
mines
mines are
are
back.
retreating. They are out of ammo at the moment, so he's trying to save what he can. Nice coming forward with his army here.
I have to say, this is shaping up to be a very nice match indeed. The kind of back and forth battles between banelings and widow mines and links and so on and so on.
I absolutely agree, and here we see it. Philip now has his 3rd down. It's not he's just creating workers, but he's also preparing a 4th command center. It could be a planetary fortress, or it could just be the preparation for the next base. For the 4th
Ivan is
expansion.
really trying to bait out those hits on the widow mines by just sending a few zerglings forward, but it's not working quite as nicely.
Oh.
Now 4 widow mines connects. He does have probably enough to just force it down right now. But we'll just see how he's gonna play.
A good bunch of
In the
marines
meantime,
lost.
the army supply is really favoring Philip right now. 83 to 49.
Yeah, all those zergling attacks are getting picked off, but the widow mines did not manage to get a shot off, and all of them but 2 have been taken out now. 1 mutalist remains for the Zerg. Another Zergling baneling stream coming in. Oh, the Widow Mine's doing their job here nicely.
Oh, this is some nice army control from Philip there. Nice micro. And his macro is really good as well. Look at those constant stream of units just trickling down the map, always resupplying.
Yeah,
Very nice play from him, I have to say.
definitely nicely played. Another Zergling baiting the Widow Mine successfully. All 3 Widow Mines have been triggered and are now getting taken out. But he lost Banelings to those Widow Mines, and he couldn't really afford that. He does manage to clean up the one part of the army, but there's a second one out of Widow Mines, which should be burrowed actually, ideally, and more Marines. So while he does manage to drive out the army, he does not manage to clean it up.
Oh, this is such a tight battle for lava mostly, I guess I have to say. Although, just the back and forth between the 2 armies all the time, I have to say, is really nice.
Yeah. Oh, nice Baneling connect here. Oh my god, one Baneling is running away from the units. I don't know what is even happening. This Baneling should have gone the other way. Now more Banelings coming in, and nice pickup of his units here by Philip, because he cannot really hope to win this battle right now. There are too many Zerglings on the field, and the Banelings would just prove to be fatal. There are 2 Widow Mines a bit out of position, and the rally point, oh my god, that is not a good rally point. But Ivan is hesitant.
What I do like Philip's macro and sort of army control. I mean, but look at his bases and look at his income. He's not mining that much, and that's mainly because he's mined out in his main. He hasn't transferred over to his second. The second natural has never been fully saturated.
He is creating
and
mules.
His third neither.
He has mules working heavily on the 3rd base, but yeah, as you say, he is probably too caught up with fighting to actually have those SCVs transferred to the new bases, and.
Yeah, and he's looking to do a doom drop in the natural right now, probably taking down the Spire and a lot of drones.
Yeah, with what remains of his attack army, he actually takes the way back through the back, and he does get the Spire down. Very nice here, and he tries to run away, but oh my god, he does not want to lose that entire medivac. He actually manages to drop all units. They will go down, but at least they were not just lost. Oh,
we do have one of our observers back at the moment.
Very interesting here. The medivac is being in a unattacked position with the mutas hovering just below. This is very funny. Maybe
I almost thought the game was frozen there actually, because
no.
Let's see.
1 HP and 2 units in there. I think they decided on a truce. There's no fighting happening here.
It looks like the truce was not good enough. Ivan decided to take it out anyway. Meanwhile, Philip is getting his 4th base right now.
Yeah, Philip is attacking once again into those front lines. He's not having taken out any of the creep tumors yet, but just a queen has fallen.
Wow, and look at that Ultralisk cavern. Actually, 2 Ultralisks being produced, of course, already. A lot of Banelings and Links waiting there, just pretty much outside of the vision, more or less. And look at that swarm of Mutalisks.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Nice Widow Mine here, though. This took quite a lot of units. I'm not sure how much was lost here. 2 more Widow Mines being positioned in the front. 4 others not yet ready to shoot again. What? That Widow Mine is sitting just below the creep tumor. Interesting. Oh my god, those Zerglings took out everything that Philip had in this engagement. 3 units left in 1
medivac. Now the army
medivac.
supply is shifted so much, 95 to 54 in favor of Ivan, as it was pretty much the opposite for most of the game. He still has some units rallied, but he does see them now. Post them.
3 Ultralisks, 3 more Ultralisks. That makes a total of 5 Ultralisks here. Oh, those mutas are going to die to those Widow Mines. Not exactly.
One more.
Now
The
all
Overseer
triggered.
took the hit on the Widow Mine. Did you see that? That was amazing.
Yeah, that was really nice. I don't know if that pickup was accidental, but it was not really helping him much. He can get away though and
He
has
does
to
have to escape.
regroup his army, but there's so much Zergs coming in here. I don't know how this will end for him.
Wow, it looks very much in favor of Ivan right now in the moment. A lot of Mutalisks, a lot of Links, Banelings, and those Ultralisks are now starting to come as
Oh,
well.
another Muta is going down. Very nice. Defend here too. Another Mutas were taken out by the Terran army, or what remains of it. The orbital command is getting away, but the army supply is twice as high for the Zerg player.
I just noticed 4 Ultralisks that are in the main base of Ivan. They actually can't get out because they're blocked between the like the hatchery and the energy chambers
Oh
in
my
the
god.
natural.
Oh my god. Yeah. So he has
Very unfortunate for him.
he actually has 4 Ultralisks that he is not capable of using. Oh, what? Philip. Oh my god, no.
Oh my god, that was a nice attack.
Philip
of,
has
rolling
lowered.
Banelings right
Philip has lowered the depots, and therefore the Bird Banelings could come in without being harmed on or having to explode on the defense.
And this is just a pure swarm of Zerg right now, overrunning the Terran.
Yeah.
There's no other way to say it.
There is only one line of defense left for the Terran, and now the Zergs are in. Stim on the Marines, but he's using it. He has to use it to flee backwards, but all those Zerglings are just too much. And the rally point, unfortunately, is not very much favorable for the Terran player right here.
There's a medivac with the HP with all red bio loaded in, just like saving itself. They're basically saying, guys, I'm out of here.
Yeah. GG called by Philip. Very nice match.
Yeah, very nice indeed. I have to say that was a very entertaining match. And I thought actually that Philip had it for a very long time.
Yeah.
But Ivan was able to defend very nicely and take back the momentum of the game.
Definitely, Ivan shot ahead in most categories in the end, or upgrades. But he spent a lot on upgrades to catch up the in the fight, and his army just doubled, which gave him in the end the win. Got him.
Yeah, I do think that was around the time when the ghost base, the normal base, was mined out. Look at the resource collection. Yeah, it really dropped for Philip around the time that the army value for Ivan increased a lot. I do think that was a big role in the game.
Definitely, he would have had a bigger army if he had had the minerals. Maybe even could have added some tech, additional tech. I think combat shield was missing till the end of the game.
Yeah, and of course you have to consider with the very recent tank buff, maybe it's a nice idea to also incorporate some tanks as well as Widow Mines, you know, mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, I did really like the oh my god, the first 8 Widow Mines, the amount of damage they've done.
Yeah.
In the first engagement was just it threw Ivan back, definitely. Like the game probably would have developed completely different once again if this without the Widow Mines. So really nice play from both players overall. Excited for the second match. Let's see if NightOwl can get himself back into the race.
Yeah, even
Oh.
Belshire. It wasn't the map.
Okay. Ivan Richard Belshir and Christoph chose it. I guess we have to leave the game.
Yeah.
So wait, has Philip called a veto now? No.
No, it's Ivan that calls the veto because he won,
Oh
right?
yeah, right. Ah yeah, he calls the
So
veto and yeah.
and it was Belcher.
Expect to best another bunker. Yeah, next map has to be chosen by Philip. We're just waiting for the map choice before we're going into the second map in this best of 3.
Yeah, I do hope it goes to a third game because man, that first game was so entertaining. So I want to see 3 games out of both these players, action-packed, back and forth. If the first game is any indication of what we're about to see next.
Yeah, absolutely. We will see. This is the first time I'm seeing these players, and so far I am certainly not disappointed. Polar
Yeah,
Knights
definitely.
is the map. Let's join this game and get ready for the second round. Okay.
I had my game against Ivan already, the first game, and of course he actually took 1 map off me. So yeah, I can tell you, like, he is very good, and I think he took it off me pretty easily as well.
Alright, so since I would consider you one of the top 3 players in our tournament, that is quite the statement.
I am impressed by Philip's macro though as well, although I do think still his maybe SCV production or something didn't have quite a big SCV count, not the saturation that he could have had. If he just gets that sorted, man, he could be a force to be reckoned with.
Certainly, and we will see if he makes up on his mistakes in this game. We have seen this a lot in this tournament now, that we have pointed out the mistakes of the players, and in the next match, they have actually corrected their mistakes from the previous match on their own. So I really like this dynamic that we see. The people are actually also recognizing their mistakes by themselves and working upon them.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to see a development and some training between the matches.
So we're into the game, and in the top mid we have the purple Terran NightOwl, which is Philip.
And in the bottom corner of the map, we've got our green Zerg, Matt. Okay, Ivan.
So we're just into the game. The first match was won by Ivan, as Matt in after a very interesting and exciting back and forth on the map between those 2 players.
Yeah, definitely nice game, the last game, and I really hope the second game is gonna turn out similar. Well, is there anything to say at the moment about this map? I do feel that there are some back rocks actually, but I've never ever seen anybody destroy them for some reason. Which kind of are backdrop into the natural. The main ramp looks quite large, but it's actually not that large from a Protoss perspective, so I guess Terran will feel comfortable with it as well. Yeah, I think on this map it might be difficult to take a third if your opponent is very aggressive. So we're all gonna see. Hopefully these players will use the strength of this map to their advantage in some respect.
Yeah, it is true. The third base, whilst close, is very open in the end. You would have to cover a lot of ground if you want to build defense here to this in front of this for third base. There are 2 entries to the third base, and yeah, we have a command center first by the Terran. He's building it in a safe position, while at the same time also blocking off his ramp.
Did you see that? There was it was just coincidence. The SCV was on a patrol path, and right as the drone was about to build the spawning pool, he blocked it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it is CC first against Hedge first, so very macro-oriented play from both of these guys. Philip going for the refinery pretty soon as well, so I guess he will I guess it's late for repos. He might do it anyway, but I'm thinking he might do an early factory.
Yeah, he will
Nice
definitely.
round on that SCV as well.
Oh, I missed that, but he will definitely patch up that hole, that gaping hole that will be left by the command center once it takes off light to take its position in the natural. Oops.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we've got the gas being mined by the Zerg player as well. Probably going for some early speed. I don't see him going for roaches at the moment. I guess he's gonna stick with the same kind of style that he was in the last game. And Philip, of course, throwing down a bunker, looking to expand as soon as he has his orbital command finished.
Yep, nice bunker placement here. As I said, it is a lot of ground to cover. He can shoot in all directions here with that bunker, but still, a well-built, like, Zergling force can actually easily run through and go into the main base and go into the mineral line, which would force his opponent to remove his unit from the bunker and would make them vulnerable.
Yeah, and there we have the early factory already halfway done. Refinery second one being added on right now as well. We do see also the SCV kind of on a patrol building of going to close up the natural there. And at the moment, I think... Oh my god, look at that. What is Ivan doing? He's getting a Baneling nest.
Of course he is. It worked out so well for him in the last match. What he sees at the moment is that his opponent has expanded and is blocking off this expansion with the bunker and those supply depots, and he will not be able to come through on the bottom, and I'm pretty sure he will also try to block off the top. So Baneling is really Ivan's best choice here.
I was thinking for a second that he might go for a Baneling bust kind of thing. Because he hasn't expanded yet, but I guess he was more or less doing the same in the last game, so it's not too much of an indication of what he's doing. Probably just getting his composition right, as you said, it worked well for him the last game. Yeah, that's... And of course, Philip going for his third CC fairly soon as well. Not the last game.
We're having the starport, so Medivac support will soon be ready to... two Hellions, and I think since the Hellion harass in the previous match has not really been successful at all for Philip here, he may just use it to poke around and maybe try to spot if there's an enemy army on the field. Even though the expansion of Ivan appears to be quite open at this very moment.
I do like this blue flame that Philip is getting. Gonna make those Hellions much more vicious in the later stages, or as soon as it's done, essentially. And he can of course use that tech lab for either a switch with the starport to get a Banshee, or he can get some... Well, it looks like he's going mech, adding on the third factory now.
I like how the Viking is coming out, because I think it is because Philip has seen all those overlords being positioned around his base, and he does not want to give his opponent that advantage of map control, so he will probably send that Viking around his base and take out all those overlords, 3 and 2 more coming in.
Yeah, it is on the patrol path right now. It is gonna see one of them at least. And wow, look, he's building the 4th command center at the 4th location. Is he actually using his 3rd one? Not yet.
He does need to make sure that this space is not being noticed by the overlord, and he takes it out just in time before that information is being sent back to the base. But he does know about the 4th base actually. Command center had to be cancelled and 1 SCV is lost.
And look at those Hellions coming in now. Wow, look at that blue flame just annihilating all of those.
This blue flame is definitely a killer for the Zerg army, and 3 roaches and 4 banelings are just below the base, and he's actually taking a different route while they are actually... Wow, are they going to meet up? No. He is pulling back his Hellions first and sees the roaches and does take another detour.
I think Ivan's idea was to do a sort of like Roach Bane.
Oh my
passive
god, they are on
models.
move command. All those Hellions are just trying to get into the main base. But he lost a lot on the way. It was... I'm not sure if
Yeah,
that was a nice play or if it was not successful just yet. A lot of Hellions are lost here and not so many workers being taken out.
The thing is, they're fairly useless against roaches, so I think he just wanted to do as much damage as he can to the economy of Ivan, trying to slow him down. Now he did switch over to a couple of Widow Mines. Is he producing tanks? I hope so. No, doesn't look like it. He does have a lot of tech labs on the factories though.
He did actually kill 6 workers in total. That was probably his first attack of the...
Those overlords can actually be really useful against, like for absorbing the Widow Mine damage.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of professional Zergs use them with overload speed to some nice effect actually.
Yeah, the Widow Mines really do not want to go off right now, but the army of the Zerg is coming in, and one Widow Mine goes down without having to have fired a single shot. And I believe this Zerg army is just too overwhelming for the Terran to defend. Tech play not working out for Philip in this this match.
Yeah,
there are no
4 tanks being in production, but he needs to just
lift up
hold
his
on
ramp.
somehow.
Oh my god, no. Those Widow Mines are just running out crazily. And the supply depot is not being raised, so all the Zerg army is coming in. And the tanks do not stand much of a chance here. Nice hog with the SCVs on the tank, but it is still not enough.
Nice play from Ivan nonetheless, going for a nice all-in.
Whoa, that was damage to self here. A good few SCVs dying on those Widow Mines, but also a few Zerglings being taken out. The army supply is tumbling for Philip. 4 Widow Mines are still... 5 Widow Mines on the field, but with that slow attack rate of theirs, there's nothing Philip can do anymore to prevent his doom in this match.
Yeah, Philip is trying to hold on as much as he can, hoping that the Widow Mines and the few units that he has will do enough damage. And he's lifting off and doing what every Terran does.
Repositioning.
Repositioning, yeah.
Widow Mine is getting another roach.
Save him,
3 more roaches, which are not being killed off here because the Widow Mines are not ready. But the roach army is coming just when the 1 Widow Mine finishes, but it's just enough for 1 more roach.
Well, the thing is, on this map there's really no way for Philip to come back from this.
Yeah,
Not
he has
mining,
no
not
army,
producing.
no miners left. And the Spire and the Hydraulics then are now in production for the Zerg players, so even if Philip were to fly around his buildings for the next 20 minutes, or would try to, he would not get anywhere really.
There are some overseers being morphed now as well, although they are getting taken down by the Viking. But of course he wants to get rid of those Widow Mines. Actually he does have enough army to
1
just
overseer
wait it out.
getting out, so this could be just enough to take out all the Widow Mines. If he would be using it, but unfortunately it does not seem like he's going the right direction at this moment.
The one thing that is going in Philip's favor right now, killing all these overlords and overseers, he really supply blocked Ivan for a long time there. Of course he's just pressing that, what is it, W key on his lava and just producing 5 at the same time.
Yep.
So it's not too much of a hindrance.
He's already out of the supply block, and 5 more just give him enough space to get anywhere here. Oh, all the Zerglings are being taken out on the way, but 2 Widow Mines only remaining and capable of shooting. With the Zerg army actually following on attack command. This orbital command. This is perfect for Philip, because he just needs to fly his orbital command up into these Widow Mines and all the Zerg army would just get taken out. Unfortunately, he's not doing it. Oh my god, that would be amazing to see and really, really painful for Ivan, though.
Imagine if landing the orbital would actually kill the units underneath. Like,
Oh,
just
that would be so hard. Oh, one Overseer left, but two Corruptors taking out the Viking. Nothing to defy the Overseer anymore. That means the last 4 Widow Mines up here in the base are not capable of fighting off this army unless they get the Overseer first.
Well, to be honest, like, you know, we said it before, that I think this game is much over. There's not much that Philip can do.
Yeah, now the army is streaming in. Widow Mines are placed. Another Hellion just popped out, but no, 5 Widow Mines are incapable of shooting now. There's so many Zerglings and Roaches in the base that he cannot really do anything, but Ivan is also enjoying this. I think he's not going for the Widow Mines, he's just running past the Widow Mines, attacking the command center he was following for so long, desperately.
There we have it. Ivan taking the second game, thus securing himself the series for tonight. 2-0 win for him against Philip in a very nice best of 3, I have to say.
It was certainly very nice to watch. I think Philip had a better point in the first match. It looked better for him most of the game. While this time I think he didn't really pick off with the Hellions, and he was a bit in a precarious situation rather early into the game.
Yeah. And right, do we want to look at some of the statistics as well of the game?
Yeah, I've already gone through the graphs, haven't commented to them. The army value was almost twice as high for Ivan in the end, in the final engagement. Well,
I wonder at what point was it that Philip pushed out with the Hellions? Because I think Ivan's goal from the start was to do kind of like a Roach Baneling kind of bust. With a couple of links as well, and it was kind of delayed by the Hellions, but then I think like Philip, like he was a bit like late with the mech. Like if he had 2 tanks there, like waiting for everything, and you know, or like 3 tanks waiting for everything, like blowing it up as it moves close, might have been a different story. But who knows, you know. We will get to see these players play again against some other people, so...
Yeah, we have in... I think the drop in the Hellions when he decided that this is not going to be his tech choice is here at maybe the 680 game time, seconds game time. There was a huge drop, and he only had those Hellions at the time, so I think that was... as you said, when Ivan got constantly more army supply,
yeah,
which eventually also secured him the game.
Yeah, for sure.
And I agree, tanks, a nicely built and placed tank line in siege mode would have probably given us a different ending. Now, this was the third game of the night. This was in the intermediate bracket, right?
Yeah, the
group stage.
Well, I don't know what we call the brackets, but it's the one that we're both in.
Yeah, I think it's beginner intermediate or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
well, none of us are pro except for maybe Thomas. So.
Yeah. We had
advanced.
Advanced, alright. Yeah, so it's pretty much the same. So we had 3 matches, 3 best of 3s, which all got decided in 2 games. And yeah, it was fun. Thanks everybody. I think I'm going to take on the stream now. Thank you everybody for watching, tuning in. Thanks to the players and thanks to my 2 co-casters here, Alex and Christoph.
Yeah.
I haven't said much, but yeah, I guess.
Well,
Thanks,
I'm
everyone.
wrapping up the evening, so you have been casting one game.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thus.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. Looking forward to some more games and casts and everything.
They're really nice games tonight.
Yeah, next matches are up on which date? Saturday, I believe.
Actually, that's not sure because the matches have all been like
Oh, okay.
rescheduled from that day. So one of them has been played today. Actually, we're supposed to have 2 only, and the other one might happen on Monday. So
All right.
we might still like organize some more games, but for now this is not fun.
We'll let you know when the next game comes up, and we'll make sure that there will be a cast of this game. So for now, have a good night, everybody. Thanks
Yeah,
for
good night.
tuning in, and see you next time.
Yeah.